And welcome back inside the Robert J. Collins Arena for the second game of our doubleheader this afternoon. Tim Catalfamo alongside Rich Van Tassel for the men's game as the Brookdale men come in to take on the Middlesex County Blue Colts. So, Rich, we saw in the last game that Brookdale played last Thursday night against Ocean. They had a really good showing, but Ocean did come back late in that game. However, Brookdale was able to win by 11 points. This Middlesex team, has been on a hot streak. They've won 5 games in a row, and they have done a really nice job of working the ball around. They're a good team. What does Brookdale need to do to improve and continue their own hot streak of their own?
Yeah, I don't know. Ocean may have found the blueprint to beat Brookdale. They got in the zone. They tried to beat them, make it a half-court game. I'd say that's the success for any team that's going to try to stop Brookdale. We know that Ocean missed some shots and only lost by 2 games, so they certainly got down and came back early. This is going to be an interesting game here. I saw Coach Jackson from Middlesex really working on the defense early on in the game. It looks like that Middlesex is going to work in a man-to-man defense instead of a zone. We'll see if that'll be more effective. I thought the zone may have hurt Ocean in that game, but certainly a fiery competitor. He was really barking at his team there, so I can see why they're 8-1 in the conference, and it should be an exciting game.
In that game on Thursday night when Brookdale was able to hold off Ocean County by 2 points, 71-69, Aiden McMenamin posted 15 points, making 3 out of his 5 attempts from behind the arc. Dylan Salva also recorded his 8th career double-double. Just a couple of the highlights from that game. And again, Jersey Blues come in here winning 5 of the last 6 games, as well as Middlesex comes in here winning 5 of the last 6 games. Middlesex 8-3, Brookdale 8-2. So really evenly matched squad, and it should be a really good game.
Yeah, and certainly Brookdale the other night only scored 71 points. We've discussed how high of a scoring team they are. A little misleading, though, as we saw they got off to a slow start until they figured out that zone defense. Then they really started to get their points going. So certainly it was nice to see that they could win a half-court game, but that was against the zone defense, and we'll see if Middlesex continues with what they were doing in the shoot-around and goes to a man-to-man and see how Brookdale is able to handle that.
Our officials tonight, Steve Gagliano, Jim Fiorito, and Julian Austin. Middlesex comes down here being coached by George Jackson, a very tough but good head coach. Likes our BTV telecast, by the way. He told me that.
Oh, well, we appreciate that. But, yeah, I could see certainly his competitiveness during the shoot-around, and it doesn't surprise me that he's been around a while. It looks like this team is going to be very well coached, and Brookdale should have their hands full.
Middlesex comes in here with their away light blue uniforms with white lettering and black trim. While Brookdale comes in here with their home white with blue lettering and red and blue trim. Opening tip, Jordan Little up against Dave Rogers. And we are underway. Brookdale controls the opening tip. Little gets it down low to Salva, who lays it in after some contact down low, no call. And Salva gives the Jersey Blues an early 2-0 lead.
Yeah, that was a nice high-low action between the 2 big men of Brookdale. Jordan Little, they were fronting Dylan Salva there, and he was able to make the pass over the top for the layup.
Here is number 12, Michael Valentine, guarded by Cox. Ball swung over to the corner, down low to Dave Rogers, and Rogers stepped on the baseline out of bounds. Middlesex comes in here averaging 10 turnovers per game, whereas Brookdale only 12. However, both of these teams have told me that they really want to work on turnovers and limit them, so we'll see if they can do that.
Yeah, and it looks like Brookdale has abandoned the zone defense and is going to man-to-man almost exclusively for these past couple games.
Mason Jones, nifty move inside, can't finish. Little down low, rebound doesn't go, and a rebound now pulled down by L.J. Sterling.
Yeah, you got a gang rebound on Jordan Little there. He got the initial offensive rebound, but just was not able to finish on the putback.
Here's number 10, Brian Gay with the basketball. Gets it over to number 12, Michael Valentine. Gay down low to Rogers. Rogers working it against Little. Spin around shot, no good. Rogers 6'4", Little 6'9". Not really necessarily a great matchup. Little has the advantage. As now Terrell Cox tries to set up Brookdale, up by 2. Mason Jones lost it for a second, got it back off of Brian Gay.
Yeah, David Rogers certainly going to have his hands full, giving up 4 inches. I'm surprised he's playing Jordan Little here on the defensive end with his back, playing Jordan Little back up instead of fronting him. We saw in the first play, though, they were able to go over the top when they were fronting Dylan Salva, so maybe they're abandoning that defense right away.
Terrell Cox getting inbound, gets it into Salva, goes right up with it. No, can't get it to finish, and rebound pulled down by Rogers.
Yeah, that was a good play by Brookdale on the inbounds pass. Dylan Salva set the pick and then rolled to the hoop. He was just unable to finish at the rim.
Brian Gay, guarded by Sky Harris, flips it over to the corner, now back to Gay. Here is Michael Valentine. Back out to Valentine for a three, way off the mark. It was a brick and a rebound to Little. Sky Harris thought about a three. And an offensive foul down low, I believe, on Salva. Or maybe on Little, I'm not sure. We'll have to see who that's on. It was one of the big fellas.
I think they got Salva with a push-off.
Yep, Dylan Salva, that's his first foul on the push-off down low.
And we see Middlesex taking a page from the Ocean blueprint, very methodical in the half court. They haven't gotten any of their shots to fall yet either, so certainly if you're going to play that game, you still got to make shots, and even more so against the Brookdale team that likes to score.
Eugene Campbell dumps it off to Michael Valentine, and now Valentine loses it. Here is Cox, one-on-one. Lays it up with the right hand. Nice job by Cox. Cox getting the start tonight. The sophomore, 5'10", from Long Branch, New Jersey. Eugene Campbell swinging the ball around, comes up with it to Brian Gay. 13 in the shot clock.
A lot of motion here on the Middlesex offense.
Valentine back out to Gay for three, no. Rebound pulled down by Rogers. Rogers working against Little, no call. Sky Harris comes away with it, and here they go.
Yeah, see, again, the presence of Jordan Little on the interior with his defense.
Jones, a beautiful step inside, and he lays it in, and a quick timeout by Coach Jackson.
Yeah, Middlesex obviously has to get their shots to fall. We just discussed how much motion they're running on offense. It's enabling them to get some open shots there, as the three was just missed here. But certainly you have to score with Brookdale.
Now, we talked about Coach Chisak, again, his 24th season coaching the Jersey Blues. I was speaking with him before the game. They've been really working on in practice that 2-3 zone, and I asked him, well, flat out, why haven't you been running it? Because we've seen for the majority of these games so far this season a man-to-man defense, but he wants to go zone. He said that we just have not been able to execute it, and he doesn't feel comfortable running it because the players just don't know it that well. So that's something that we should see to see maybe he makes any changes during this game.
Yeah, they were running it a few games back. Was really compromising their defense, so they've gone back to the man-to-man. We can see, obviously, when they were running it, where they were missing out on what Coach Chisak was trying to get across. But you got to run which defense you feel best with.
So back out of that timeout, a couple new players on the field. We'll get to that in a minute. Inside is Michael Valentine, and Valentine lays it in.
Yeah, Valentine saw that Terrell Cox there was giving him the baseline, had a quick opening and took it.
Jones lost it out of bounds, goes back to Middlesex.
Ooh, I don't know about that one. I was almost sure Brian Gay got a hand on that after he took it out of Mason. I don't know if that's what Coach Chisak is talking about, but I was almost sure that that was going to be Brookdale's ball.
Rogers gets it over to a new player in the game, Bruce Archel. Here is Jonathan Bracero, and Bracero can't finish, and it's picked up by Jones. Cox right at the foul line for Little. Little working it against Archili.
Yeah, Archil very long, but also a very thin player, so maybe the best matchup against Jordan Little, but certainly Little's got to take advantage of the size as far as upper body strength.
Archel got it out to Bracero. Bracero couldn't finish, and again, the Jersey Blues come away with it with an early lead, 6-2. Approaching 5 minutes gone by here in the first half. Cox, runner in the lane, no. Salva had it blocked from behind. Still gets the rebound, blocked away this time by Rogers.
Yeah, Archel used his long arms there on the initial block.
Rogers down low again with some contact, no call, out of bounds. Back to Middlesex. And now the Colts are going to make a substitution as Johnson Accarell comes in for David Rogers, who goes to the bench. Inbound pass to Archill. Archill, nice jumper with those sports glasses and cuts Middlesex to within 2. Jones the other way, reverse layup blocked away by Archill. Little with the rebound, floater no good. Ball tipped around and it's scooped up by Accarell.
Yeah, Middlesex really scrambling to keep both Silva and Jordan Little off the grass. They're doing a good enough job here in the first half.
Archill. Archill and Little should be an interesting matchup. Archill 6'7", Jordan Little 6'9". Here is Valentine from the left arc, and that's off the mark. Rebound Salva. Terrell Cox now. Nice give and go inside. Salva flips it over to Little. Little no call, out of bounds to the Colts.
Yeah, nice passing there by Brookdale. Started with a backdoor cut by Sky Harris. He then dumped it back up to the top of the key where Dylan Salva dumped it down to Jordan Little, just unable to get it to go. Well, certainly that's good ball movement and unselfish play, and Coach Shizak has to be happy about that.
6 minutes gone by, 6-4, Brookdale leads. Here is Bracero. Puts up a 3 and he knocks it down. Bracero with a nice play and gives Middlesex their first lead of the game.
Yeah, it was given just a little space there, was Bracero, and he knocked it down. So we'll see if Brookdale adjusts and maybe goes over top of that screen, because they didn't give him much room and he just buried it.
Jones dumps it down to Little. Little working it against Archill. And the rebound pulled down by Valentine.
You can see how well coached Middlesex is. Valentine, after the pick and roll, had to rotate back to Jordan Little, so the guard getting back and helping out, only at 5'11", but you still have to make the defensive rotations.
Bracero, another 3, in and out, no good off the glass. Rebound, Sky Harris. Bunch of players getting ready to check into the next whistle for Middlesex. Mason Jones goes baseline, reverse layup. No, Little comes leaping in there with the rebound. Jones saves it out of bounds, but Jones is on the baseline.
And there was Brian Gay, only at 6'1", but again, we've discussed many times before, when your defense has to rotate off a big man to help the driver, as it was there, Mason Jones, you have to come down, the guards have to box out on the big man, and even though he was giving up 8 inches, did the job, and it led to the turnover, or just a loss out of bounds for Brookdale.
So Eugene Campbell was going to come in. Now he went back out. Brian Gay goes to the bench. Coming in for Middlesex is number 15, Stefan Mendez. Aiden McMenamin comes in. Okay, now here comes Eugene Campbell. A little bit of a mix-up there, as Michael Valentine will come out.
Yeah, and the expression is on a string defensively. What that means is when one guy goes, it's like a string, another guy has to come in. And Middlesex has been on that string all game long thus far on the defensive end.
Kerry Kurtwood also came in for the Jersey Blues on that last time out. Long 3 by Campbell is off the mark. Jones, nifty move inside, goes right at Archill. No good. Little is there, puts it up with the foul, and he will go to the line. That's only the second foul called in this entire first half.
It's good individual effort by Jordan Little there. On the other end of the court, not surprising to see Kerry Kirkwood matching up with either Jordan Bracero or Eugene Campbell, the two guards. 17 points per game for Campbell, and Bracero averaging 13.1. So you're obviously going to put your best defender, in my opinion, Kerry Kirkwood, on one of those two.
Coach Jackson wanted a traveling call on Little that last time down, was not going to get it. Little makes his first foul shot from the line. Little shooting 57% so far this year. 6'9" freshman from Jersey City, New Jersey, makes them both.
Yeah, nice form and stroke on both of those. We know he struggles at times with his free throw shooting, so let's see if that can springboard him to a nice night from the line.
Bracero now gets it over to Mendez, guarded by Aiden McMenamin in the game.
It's going to be Mason Jones on Campbell, and Kirkwood is going to handle Bracero. Shot clock down to 4. Bracero goes inside.
Right hook shot, no good. Ball tipped around, loose on the floor, picked up by Archill, who puts it in.
Yeah, the drive by Bracero collapsed the defense.
McMenamin thought about a three. That's where he's been good from the remainder of the season. Little gets bumped, count the bucket and the foul.
Yeah, excellent job by Jordan Little. He felt Archel there a little too close for comfort, made the simple spin move to the baseline and got the layup. We'll see if Coach Jackson makes an adjustment and try to front Jordan Little or immediately double team him when he gets the ball.
Foul is going to be on Johnson or Accarell. And Accarell with that foul. And now we're having a slight tie-up. That's Julian Austin, the official, talking something with Kerry Kirkwood and Jordan Little.
Yeah, I think he made Kerry Kirkwood take the sleeve that he wears on his arm off.
Maybe. Little can't make the bucket, but Mason Jones is there with the putback and gives Brookdale a three-point lead.
And that's not going to make Coach Jackson happy. Way too easy for an offensive rebound on a missed free throw.
Mendez over to Rogers, now back over to Valentine. Bracero to Mendez. 7 on the shot clock. Brookdale stays in a man-to-man defense. Valentine, Mendez down low to Archel, back out Bracero for three as the shot clock expires and he hits it.
Yeah, very nice job. Took their time, knew exactly when the shot had to go up, and Bracero cool on as a cucumber under pressure there, drilling it.
Jones goes inside, can't finish. Ball swatted out of Little's hands. Sky Harris is there, no good. Rebound Archel. Archel, one of the skinniest players on the team, but he has had a really good night so far.
Yeah, he's battling underneath with Jordan Little there. Looks a lot like Kevin Durant, you know, thin, long arms, wears the same number as well, number 35. Don't know if that's coincidence or not.
6'7" versus 6'9", down low, and we're going to get a foul as Stephen Mendez was going his way to the bucket. Foul is going to be on Aiden McMenamin. That's his first foul, team foul number 2 for the Jersey Blues.
And it looked there that Middlesex would have had a chance to run. They want to stay in the half court. They want to run their sets, and that's what they're going to do most of the game. Going to be interested to see if they get another chance to run. Certainly it wasn't immediately apparent there, but the opportunity was definitely there. A team like Brookdale would have been trying to run in that situation, so they're going to keep it in the half court, and that might be just the recipe you need to beat Brookdale.
Archel comes out. Sky Harris comes out. Mendez makes the foul shot. 1 out of 2 from the line, and gives the Blue Colts a 1-point advantage. Little, lost it away from Mendez, gets it back. Jones again lost it, back over to Little with 18 on the shot clock. Very, very tight defense. Jones along 2, no, and a rebound Rogers.
Yeah, they're going under the screens exclusively on Mason Jones, forcing him to make the outside jumpers.
That was Accarell with the rebound as he gets the ball, my mistake. Here's Mendez. Bracero guarded by Kirkwood. Now here's Valentine. Shot clock under 10 now, down to 8. Valentine for a 3, left it short. Rebound Accarell. Working it on Dylan Salva. Back out to Rogers to Bracero for 3, and Bracero knocks another one down right in front of the Brookdale bench.
Yeah, Mason Jones was late on the rotation there as the ball was kicked out to the shooter Bracero. He's got to be on time with those rotations.
Kirkwood hands off Salva. Salva goes right at Accarell down low, and Salva finishes at the bucket.
Yeah, now that Archel's out of the game, smaller lineup in, and let's see if Brookdale takes advantage by going to their bigs here.
Pick set by number 24, David Rogers, doesn't work for Bracero. Another pick set. Kirkwood goes right around it. Bracero puts up the shot, and he makes it. So that gives Middlesex another 4-point lead, 18-14.
No good, still good?
Mason Jones spins his way inside. No good, but he'll go to the line as he got fouled by Mendez.
Yeah, and we saw that Brochero is now being marked up by Kerry Kirkwood. They had Mason Jones on him. He was late with the rotation. Don't know if that was just a cross matchup in transition or if they're going to stay with Kerry Kirkwood on Brochero right now, but he's having his way on the offensive end of the court.
Mason Jones, 6'2" sophomore, rims out on the first foul shot from Manchester, New Jersey. A couple of quick substitutions here for Middlesex as Valentine and Accarell comes out, Archill, and David Rogers comes back in. Jones off the rim and in on the second foul shot. So here is Bracero. Mendez back over to Bracero.
Now it looks like Brookdale's going to that 2-3 zone.
Ooh, Mendez got popped by Kirkwood as, I don't know if that's going to be a 2 or a 3.
3 shots, yep. Or wait, that may have just been the number of them.
It's Kirkwood's first foul. I think it was a 3. I'll have to check on that. Mendez makes the first foul shot where he comes in here shooting 68% from the line. Mendez 6'1" from Jersey City makes the second one, so it is going to be 3 shots.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised. Only 68% from the line, as you said. He looks good from here.
Third one, nothing but net.
And it was Swish City on those 3, so maybe he just hasn't taken that many this year and missed a couple early.
Salva working on Archill down low, lays it in.
Yeah, and Archill is going to have a hard time with Dylan Salva. As big as Jordan Little is, Dylan Salva is much bigger in the upper body, and he can take advantage of the slight frame of Archill.
Archill is taller, but Salva is bigger proportionally. Has more of a body. Long 3 by Bracero is way off the mark. It was an air ball, and it gives it back to the Jersey Blues as Brian Gay is getting ready to check in at the next buzzer. Here he comes in for Bracero.
Yeah, so that zone defense getting the air ball there. A little bit of a 3-2 press, it looks like, at midcourt for Middlesex.
Little dumps it down low to Mason Jones. Tried to get into a cutting Salva, tipped away there by Mendez out of bounds.
Yeah, when you're in that pressure defense, you've got to get back, and Mendez did a good job hustling back to prevent the wide open layup by Dylan Salva.
20 on the shot clock. Little misses that one, and it's pulled down by Archill. Here's a long 3 from the corner by Eugene Campbell off the mark. Rebound Brian Gay. Gay gonna put up a 3. In and out, no good. Ball tipped around. Mendez comes down with it. Kirkwood and Gay come together. Jump ball. Possession arrow will remain with the Jersey Blues.
Yeah, Eugene Campbell, I don't think he scored yet tonight. He is the leading scorer for Middlesex. Hoisted one up there quick. Probably trying to just get going.
They're actually going to call that a foul on Brian Gay. It's going to be his first foul, not a jump ball.
Yeah, give Kirkwood a lot of credit. There was a wide open layup had he not gotten back.
Jones tried to throw it down and went right over Archill, and George Jackson just jumped right off the bench. He cannot believe it.
Yeah, looked like a good block from up here. Archill met him at the rim. That was some nice defense. I don't know if he got him with the body, but
Jones was going to flush it down with 2 hands. That was his intention. Didn't care about Archill being in the way. Went right over him, and they called it a blocking foul on Archill.
yeah, you like Mason Jones going up for a strong finish with 2 hands. And as we've discussed in previous games, the old Rashid Wallace line, if the ball's going to lie or not. We'll see what it says on this second one, but it was certainly a close call.
Jones gets the first and the second one to fall.
Yeah, I guess that's a 50-50 call. They'll go to old-fashioned one there.
Brings Brookdale within 3. Campbell, a long 2, no good. Archel and McMenamin battling down low, and it's going to be off of McMenamin back to, or no, off of Archel back to Brookdale.
Yeah, in that zone, you're left with McMenamin, who's only 6'2", trying to box out the 6'7" Archel there. He did a good job. Now Middlesex is in his zone.
McMenamin over to Kirkwood. Jones looking to go somewhere with it. Little sets a screen. Jones, I don't know if that was a pass.
I think it was.
Archel up ahead, puts it down, goes right back up with it and flushes it down with 2 hands.
A nice patience by Archel there.
McMenamin thought about a 3. Down low to Salva. Reverse layup is good.
Yeah, again, that's the danger with the zone and Aiden McMenamin on the court. You have to rotate faster. And I didn't even think they were going to get out to McMenamin fast enough. We know he can knock down a couple of threes and really change the game. But when they did, Dylan Salva was left all alone underneath.
And we're going to get an offensive foul down low as there was a hold on Middlesex. And they're going to call the foul on number 24, David Rogers. There's a miscommunication. They're trying to let the substitutions in as Aaron Trimble and Johnson Accarell come in for both sides. Approaching 6 minutes left here in the first half. Quickly ticking on by. McMenamin for 3. Off the mark, no good. Rebound, Gay.
Yeah, I believe that was Accarell there. Came out to him, then unexplained came back, and he got away with one there.
Coach Shizak way out in the court trying to get Trimble to close out on Mendez. Here is Campbell for 3. Not even close. Rebound, Little.
Yeah, way off.
Trimble looking to give it to somebody. Gives it off to Kirkwood. Guarded by Campbell. McMenamin, who thought about a 3. Gay closed out on him. Salva. Cross-court pass to Trimble for 3. Off the back rim, no good. Out of bounds, back to the Blue Colts.
Yeah, I'm not sure if they went back to man there or more of a 1-3-1 matchup zone for Middlesex. I think they've had their most successful man-to-man. I'm surprised they're going with anything else, at least until Brookdale shows they figured it out.
Brian Gay gets over to Mendez. Now Mendez over to Valentine, who's back in the game. Sky Harris also came off the bench for Brookdale during that last pause. Here is Archil working it against Sky Harris. Turnaround floater, no good. Rebound, Salva.
They tried to take advantage of the smaller Harris on him, was patient, just a little short on the hook.
McMenamin for 3. No, rebound, Mendez.
Got to find McMenamin in the transition.
Mendez dumps it down low to Accarell, and Accarell's going to get a blocking foul on Sky Harris. I'm not sure about that. Accarell did lower his shoulder, but I think Sky Harris was in that
Yeah, he could have been in
restricted zone. Yeah.
I think Sky Harris may have taken a dive as well. Usually I'd rather just see let it go there, but it didn't look like there was contact before.
So Johnson Accarell at the free throw line where he is shooting 56%. .64 sophomore from Parlin, New Jersey. And Accarell knocks that one down, gives Middlesex a 4-point lead. So here is Kerry Kirkwood. Over to Aaron Trimble. Trimble. Back over to McMenamin. McMenamin looking to go somewhere with it. Down low Salva. Kirkwood for 3. No, off the front rim. Salva tried to grab it. Here's Kirkwood again. Nice offensive rebound. Salva goes inside with a nice step hop and lays it in.
Good job by Dylan Salva not quitting there. You heard Coach Jackson saying you cannot leave Aiden McMenamin. They've seen what he's done the last couple games, so they're well aware.
He's watched our telecast. That's why he told me so. Archill working it against the much larger Salva down low, and Archill gets it to roll off the rim and in. Back up by 4 are the Blue Colts.
Yeah, went back to that hook shot, and this time he got it to fall.
Salva way up in the air, had the ball blocked away by Archill. Here's Kirkwood with a jumper. Off the rim, no good. Ball loose, still loose. Sky Harris dives for it, and he was on the baseline. George Jackson wanted Accarell to get out on the shooter.
Yeah, that's saying to McManaman again. They're well aware of McManaman's prowess.
And McManaman has definitely been the person with the hot hand. He had 3 3-pointers. He was 3 out of 5 from behind the arc last game. As McManaman checks out for a blow, coming in for him will be Mason Jones.
And the previous game against Bergen, he turned it around there
Yeah.
when he got hot.
3 threes in a row against Bergen. Archill tried to get it inside to Mendez.
Nice anticipation by Mason Jones.
Mendez for 3. Off the front rim, no good. Ball tipped out of bounds. Goes to the Blues. Fairly good crowd turnout here at the Robert J. Collins Arena. A lot of people came out. This usually brings a lot of people, not just because it's a crosstown rivalry.
Yeah, there's definitely some Middlesex fans in the building. They were certainly on their feet when the Archill had that dunk.
Trimble drives inside, pulls up for a 20-footer off the mark. Rebound Mendez. Up ahead to Archill. Nobody home, and he throws it down again with 2 hands. And nobody back on defense as Salva was looking the wrong way, and it's taken away. Another turnover for the Jersey Blues. Miscommunication.
Yeah, bad stretch here, and Brookdale's got to get it together. Don't want to close this half out poorly, down 6. You don't want it to get extended.
Bracero trying to close in on this momentum run that the Middlesex Colts have been on. Taken away by Trimble. 1-on-2. Going against Archill, lays it in.
Yeah, Aaron Trimble doing a good job shielding off the shot blocker there and was able to finish.
So Brookdale only down by 4, 28-24. Middlesex clean to a 4-point lead. It's been very action-packed and very fast-paced. And very quickly, we're closing in at the end of the first half. Here's Valentine from the corner off the mark. Rebound Accarell, and the Middlesex Colts get a fresh 30. Mendez, floater, yes.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that Brookdale's still in that zone or more of a matchup, but Mason Jones came down to crash in on Archill, and when he got back out, Mendez just went right around him.
Sky Harris, a nice jumper at the other end. Brings the Blues back within 4. Under 2 minutes, approaching now a minute left in the first half. Bracero, guarded by Kirkwood. Archill sets a screen. Nobody down low. That's where Mendez wanted to go with it. Shot clock down to 8. Bracero, Mendez, and he walked with it.
Yeah, that had potential, that play there. You saw Brookdale, when they're running the screen and roll, Middlesex that is, they're bringing Archill for the screen who has Dylan Salva on him, but Salva is not the one helping. It was actually Trimble there. So it had the potential to lead to an open 3, but the travel was first.
Jones for 3, he hits it. From way behind the right arc, closes the Jersey Blues within 1 under 45 seconds left here in the first half.
Yeah, he loves that shot. Let's see if that gets him going.
Valentine, friends in low places to Accarell, down low, no, out of bounds, back to the Jersey Blues. Accarell had position, I believe that was on Sky Harris, but couldn't finish. As David Rogers comes in for Middlesex, as Johnson Accarell will go to the bench and probably stay there for the remainder of the first half.
Yeah, Coach Jackson does not look too happy with him right now. Bit of a wild shot.
I would not want to beat Johnson Accarell at halftime. 2-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock, down to 16 for Brookdale. Kirkwood looks at it, checks with Coach Chizak, down to 9. Goes inside, lays it up, no good, way off the mark, didn't even hit the rim. Kirkwood was looking for a foul. 3 seconds. Bracero to Rogers, puts it down. Jumper off the mark, no good. And just like that, we have come to halftime. A very fast action and high pace for both teams. And I think, Rich, it's safe to say that Brookdale so far has met their match, and they hit in the halftime down by 1, 30-29.
Yes, certainly. Middlesex, they're not even getting the ball over half court until about 22 seconds left on the shot clock. They're certainly taking their time, being very methodical, doing what they're doing. And they have to be pleased they're up 1. And I don't think Eugene Campbell has had a point yet this half. So very good game thus far. Brookdale is certainly going to have their hands full. They've got to get their shots to fall. Certainly, Middlesex limiting their possessions is going to make it tough for Brookdale to score, but we'll see how it goes the second half. We'll see what Brookdale wants to do. I would expect maybe some ball pressure, full court pressure. We've seen them create turnovers that way, but they've got to figure out something because Middlesex is going to be in no rush on the offensive end to give Brookdale any extra opportunities.
So that's the way it remains at halftime. 30-29, Jersey Blues down by 1, and the Middlesex Blue Colts. Tim Catalfamo, Rich Van Tassel back for the second half right after this.
I love the Ocean First Challenge because it will help change the lives of our students here at Brookdale.
Because it opens doors for my community.
It will allow me to transfer to a four-year college of my dreams.
It will give me confidence to do well in school.
The Brookdale Foundation helps students achieve their dream of earning a college degree. Higher education transforms individuals, families, and communities now and for generations to come. It is a springboard to success for those who seize the opportunities that college provides. The money we raise will provide scholarships to students with financial need. The scholarships we provide eliminate the financial barriers for students so they don't have to delay or abandon their educational and career goals. We are in the business of building minds and building futures. We help students achieve their dream of earning a college degree so they can build better futures for themselves, their families, and our communities.
I love the Ocean First Challenge because it'll help me achieve the life of my dreams.
Will provide me with more opportunities.
Because it would relieve me of my financial hardships.
Because I need money to pay for school.
I could pursue my career dreams of working in the sports industry.
To reach the goal of becoming a hotel manager.
I can graduate from college debt-free.
I will be able to receive the education of my dreams.
It gives me hope for endless opportunities.
I love the hashtag Ocean First Challenge because it can help me pursue my career as health and physical education teacher.
Hi, this is Sky Harris, part of Brookdale's men's basketball team. Come watch us play today against Middlesex Community College at 2 p.m. Or you can stream us live on YouTube or search Brookdale TV. Get 'em!
Planning a large-scale event or conference? Consider Brookdale Community College and its versatile Collins Arena. The Collins Arena is the premier venue for all kinds of corporate and community events. Live concerts and celebrity happenings, trade shows and expositions, sporting events and tournaments. The Collins Arena has countless layout options to meet your needs. Bring your next event to life at the Collins Arena at Brookdale Community College. Go to brookdalecc.edu/events and start planning your next event now.
A 350-hour comprehensive training program that prepares you for an entry-level position as a hemodialysis technician. Hemodialysis technicians assist patients with end-stage renal disease or permanent kidney failure to receive safe and effective dialysis treatments. The program includes 100 hours of hands-on practice in a fully equipped lab, clinical shadowing at area outpatient facilities, and job assistance. This training prepares you for 3 national certifications, including the Bonin exam. The program is offered in collaboration with MK Education. The following prerequisites are required: high school diploma or GED, clear criminal background check and drug screen, CPR certification, physical including documentation of immunizations and titers, malpractice insurance, technical skills form. Apply early. Enrollment is limited. Go to continuinged.brookdalecc.edu/hemodialysis-technician.
Hey, what's up, guys? Mason Jones, starting guard and captain for Brookdale men's basketball.
I'm Terrell Cox from Brookdale basketball.
My name is Noel Gary. I'm Aaron Trimble.
My name is Jalil Chain.
This is Sky Harris.
This is Dante Whipple from Brookdale Community College.
Go Jersey Blues.
Be the boss of your career. Learn the tools you need to compete in today's job market. The Business Office Support Specialist BOSS course is an intensive 260-hour, hands-on, 13-week Brookdale certificate program that teaches beginners Microsoft Office applications. BOSS includes computer literacy, keyboard review and speed building, Windows, Word, Excel, PowerPoint, Outlook, and 2 weeks of QuickBooks. To register, brookdalecc.edu/career development.
And quiet on set.
And you'll give me a 5, 3, 3, 2, 1.
In 5, 4, 3.
Go ahead.
Fade up camera 2 and cue talent.
Hi, I'm Richard Pfeffer, Dean of Students, and I want to talk to you about some of the things that are going to be going on in the next few weeks here at Brookdale that are really pretty neat. There's really oh, wait a minute, excuse me, you over there. No, next to you in that back row. You haven't registered for fall classes yet? You didn't wait a minute. None of you have registered for fall classes yet? Are you kidding me? Listen. We do a priority registration so you guys get the first shot at good classes. The dates, the times that you want, that's long gone. Then we open up registration to a lot of the students who are coming back from four-year schools, and there's a lot of them. They're all registered already. And you know what's about to happen? Early bird registration. We're going to get about 3,000 high school students coming in here to register in the next few weeks, and they're going to just suck up every class that you may want to take. So you've got to get in here and register, because when you finally wake up and say, hey, I got to get my fall classes, you're going to end up taking a class on Friday morning at 7:30. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but if that's not the preferred time that you'd like to be in class and you want a schedule that fits around your work and other things that you're doing, you've got to get in and register now. It's really easy too. A lot of you may be able to register online without even seeing a counselor at this point. If you've got more than 12 credits, no developmental classes, don't have any library books out that you owe money on, you can just go online and register if you know what you need. Of course, if you want to talk to a counselor, just go on to Advisor Track, set up an appointment. If you're out at one of the centers or in Freehold, you can talk to the generalists about it. There's lots of ways to do this, but guys, you've got to get in here and register right now. You don't have to pay for fall classes until August, so get in and register. And by the way, you may want to consider taking a summer class or two, because listen, we got to move this along. You know, we love having you here at Brookdale, but if you're planning on transferring or going out in the career world, you got to get this thing going. So a summer class or two is not a bad idea for you either. Hey, listen, I'm sorry I got off track. Let me get back to some of the great... We're out of time? Oh, God, I'm sorry I got off track here, but listen, there's great things going on here at Brookdale all the time. Look for those, but get in and register. Hope I see you around the campus, and certainly hope to see you in the registration lines. Have a great day.
I like to rise before the sun, simply for the pleasure of greeting the sun when she rises. As the mist thins and the hungry insects crack the glassy water, toads croak, osprey dive, and sometimes I remember why I came here in the first place.
In just a few short months, tens of thousands of visitors will spend part of their summer along the sandy white beaches of Belmar. Besides catching some rays, many of them will also be catching some cool tunes Thursday nights, enjoying 90.5 The Nights Songwriters on the Beach concerts. This free concert series, located on the 5th Avenue Boardwalk along the panoramic Atlantic Ocean in Belmar, brings a beach full of music lovers throughout the summer. If you'd like to have your company's message in front of an audience that is well-educated, affluent, and community-minded, then now is the time to secure your involvement. Email Kristen at kflorio@wbjv.org for more information on this affordable sponsorship opportunity. Begin a successful career in healthcare with Brookdale short-term training programs. Many programs prepare students for state or national certification. Of the major occupational groups, employment in healthcare support occupations is expected to grow most rapidly through 2020, according to the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics. Our highly qualified instructors hold master's degrees or industry certifications and are working in the healthcare field. They bring their educational and work experience to the classroom.
I strive to provide students with the necessary knowledge and hands-on skills to confidently serve patients in the healthcare setting.
In our Medical Assistant Certificate program, you will be trained to be proficient in all aspects of a medical office through lecture, lab practice, and mock testing. Skills include administering EKGs, performing phlebotomy, scheduling appointments, and assisting with minor emergency procedures, to name a few. Our Certified Nurse Aide program, or commonly referred to as CNA, is a New Jersey Department of Health and Senior Services approved program. You will be trained for employment in a nursing home, assisted living, or long-term care facility. Through lecture, lab practice, and skills testing, students learn physical and psychosocial care skills, along with ethical concepts. Upon completion of the program, students are prepared to sit for certification.
Students who become CNAs usually become successful with a lifetime of caring and with a lot of personal satisfaction. If they decide to stay in healthcare, whether they continue their education or not, they will have a fundamental base of nursing skills to carry them into whatever career they choose in the future.
This program, along with the Certified Home Health Aide and Patient Care Technician, are approved as prerequisites for the AAS in nursing at Brookdale. Our RN Refresher program is an important course for nurses looking to re-enter the field of nursing.
The RN Refresher program is a unique program that offers theory, skills practice, and simulation learning for nurses to prepare to re-enter into the field of nursing. We are an approved provider of contact hours by the New Jersey State Nurses Association.
We offer many continuing nursing education programs to fulfill license requirements. Be a part of healthcare. For information, call the Office of Business and Community Development at 732-224-2813 or go to brookdalecc.edu/healthcare training. Early registration is strongly encouraged as most healthcare programs have limited enrollment.
Hey, what's up, guys? Mason Jones, starting guard and captain for Brookdale men's basketball.
I'm Terrell Cox from Brookdale basketball. My name is Noel Garay. I'm Aaron Trimble.
My name is Jalil Chain.
This is Sky Harris.
This is Dante Whipple from Brookdale Community College.
Go Jersey Blues.
Every journey we take in this life starts with a single step. My journey at Brookdale started with that step.
We are all starting a new adventure. Thank you for helping me get my start at Brookdale.
Teaching is all about encouraging a passion.
We are from many countries. We have many things in common to live our American dream.
I believe that education is empowering.
Brookdale is number one. We will always be number one.
Brookdale is the best community college, the finest community college in the entire state of New Jersey.
Welcome back into the Collins Arena for the second half of our doubleheader tonight. The Brookdale Jersey Blues men's squad comes into the second half down by 1 to the Middlesex Blue Colts, 30-29. Tim Califano alongside Rich Van Tassel getting ready for the second half. And Rich, we were just discussing just a couple minutes ago, what does Brookdale need to do? Because they've really met their match. Middlesex has been very, very methodical. They've been slow. What are they going to have to do in the second half to try to overthrow them?
Let's see if they go with the full court pressure. Just try to mix things up. This game is clearly being played at Middlesex's pace. They're taking their time. They're doing what they want offensively. Running motion. We saw the one play where they hit the 3 at the shot clock buzzer. So they know exactly what they want to play. So I would try full court pressure if I'm Brookdale. And we'll see if they continue with the zone defense or anything else. But the full court pressure is the fastest way to really dictate the pace.
All right, so we'll have to see how it all shakes out as we begin the second half with Middlesex controlling it.
And Brookdale's opening up in the zone.
Yeah, we talked about Coach Chizak possibly trying to run a 2-3 zone. That's been something he's been working on in practice, but he just feels that his team is just not ready for it. Maybe now is the time.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised, especially in a close game.
Brian Gay, three-pointer from the left arc, or left wing, I should say, no good. Rebound, Sky Harris.
And Brookdale has certainly had their blowout wins where they could have tried to implement the zone in a game situation.
Little, nice, working it around Archel, but he couldn't finish.
Yeah, I don't know if Archel got a piece of that. It was a nice up and under move, but those long arms allowed him a little leeway to get beat on the up and under to still recover in time for Archel. And I just think the zone favors Middlesex way too much. They already want to take their time offensively.
Archel for a long 3, didn't even hit, or was a little short, hit the front rim. Mason Jones now has it poked away, out of bounds, last touched by Bracero.
Yeah, and it looks like Brookdale wants to get out and run as fast as they can here. That's another way to dictate tempo.
Mason Jones dumps it down to Kerry Kurtwood, thought about a 3. Not sure what that was. Now inside the little 2-on-1, he's going to get fouled.
And the official underneath did not have that call.
No.
I don't know if that's what Coach Jackson is upset with or is upset with his players for committing the foul, getting beat baseline there.
Little knocks in the first one. That foul, by the way, is on David Rogers, number 24. That's his second foul. And just like that, we're tied up at 30. If Little can make this, it gives Brookdale a 1-point lead. No, short. Rebound, Little goes right back up with it, blocked away by Archel. And inside, Eugene Campbell's shot was way off. Archel fouled underneath.
And we're used to Jordan Little being the defensive presence with the games we've done with Brookdale, but Archel certainly is, he has nice anticipation. Well, it's not just the long arms. He's very good at knowing when to go up and get the block, and he's been a difference maker on the defensive side of the ball.
Sky Harris with that foul. That's his second foul. As Archel hits the back end of the rim, no good on the first foul shot. Archel comes in here only shooting 68% from the line. 6-7 from Kelowna, New Jersey. Misses both of them.
They didn't see many fouls the first half.
No. We'll have to see if that changes. Only maybe 3 team fouls. Sky Harris for 3. Air ball out of bounds.
Yeah, Middlesex going to the zone. I thought they were most successful with their man-to-man. Sky Harris, certainly we know he can shoot, as well as Aiden McManaman. They love the corner spots. He was way off on that one. Could just be an off night for Brookdale shooting from the outside.
Bracero over to Campbell, now to Gay. Back over to Campbell with 10 on the shot clock. Campbell guarded by Jones. Brookdale looks like they switch back to a man-to-man, Rich. Shot from the corner by Campbell is off the mark, but it looks like number 24, Rogers, is there for the putback.
Yeah, I'm not sure. It looked like they were in zone, then went to the man-to-man, but gave up the offensive rebound.
Jones for a long 2, no good, and Brian Gay comes up with the rebound.
And you see, even there, Middlesex had an opportunity to run, and they really didn't take it.
Campbell for 3. Rebound Harris.
He just cannot get going.
Harris Drives inside, floats it up with the left hand, off the back rim, rolls out, no good. Here's Bracero. Bracero back over to Campbell, who goes baseline, backs it out. Rogers for a long two. No, and Kurtwood comes up with it.
Yeah, nice job by Campbell making the pass instead of trying to force it up.
Kurtwood swings it over to Harris, who gets it over to Jones. Middlesex has not wavered from a man-to-man. Ooh, Jones got bumped. And that may have been more of an acting job, more so, but Rogers is going to be called with the foul. It'll be called on the floor. And that'll be number 2, team foul number 2 on Middlesex. Third foul for Rogers as he comes out. And Johnson Accarell comes back in.
Yeah, he fell for the ball fake there by Mason Jones. Coach Jackson not happy about that one.
And Coach Chizek could have used one of his full timeouts to talk things over on the bench with his squad. I was talking to Coach Chizek. He was a little bit worried about this game, saying that Middlesex would want to slow down the pace. Brookdale seems to like that up-tempo type of game. Middlesex, though, he told me, is one of the teams that likes to slow it down and likes to take their time and be methodical. And so far, it's given some trouble for the Jersey Blues.
Yeah, and we see we're already 3 minutes into this half. It's 2-1 this half as far as the scoring in favor of Middlesex. So not a lot of scoring, and Eugene Campbell still has not been able to get going. Neither has Aiden McManaman. So on the other side, you know, 2 of the top scorers and the better shooters have not gotten going. So we could see things change the rest of the way, but Middlesex is still playing the way they want to play. Brookdale is not, so I think Middlesex would have to consider themselves in better shape right now, even with Eugene Campbell not going, than Brookdale is without Aiden McManaman. I'd be interested to see if Coach Chizek doesn't insert McManaman pretty soon and see if he can get some points that way.
See the large crowd here at the Robert J. Collins Arena enjoying a Saturday afternoon. Fooling around with Coach Chizek, and I'll probably get in trouble for saying this, but I was asking him how he was doing, how he was doing the week. He said, I'm doing all right. And then I was asking him, one of the players in the women's game had fallen down for Brookdale, Talia Terrell. She's okay, by the way, she sprained her ankle. And I was asking him if he knew anything about her. He said, well, I don't know anything about her, but I know about me. My mental health is not very good right now, because he was really nervous about this game.
Yeah, I could see why.
Salva there down low is going to be fouled. He'll go to the free throw line. So I don't know if that's what they drew up out of that timeout, but either way, it puts Salva on the line. Eugene Campbell with that foul. That's his first. Salva's short on the first one. Salva's 6'6" freshman from New Brunswick, New Jersey, one of the starters tonight. Second one off the back rim, too strong, out of bounds, back to Middlesex.
And you see Eugene Campbell, he hasn't had much of an offensive night, did get in there mixing it up on the defensive glass at only 6 feet tall, and came back and got a body on Jordan Little and led the Middlesex getting the ball. So not letting his poor offensive night affect him on the defensive end of the court.
Bracero with a 3 off the mark. Pushed it from the right arc, and now a rebound to Little up to Harris. Here's Kirkwood. Down low to Little, double teamed. Over to Salva, lost it, and picked up by Archel.
Good rotation by Middlesex. They saw they had the mismatch with Salva had a smaller man on him. They immediately rotated and got the turnover.
Campbell for 3, and he knocks it down from the right wing.
And that's got to make Coach Chizek a bit nervous. Now we'll see if that'll get Eugene Campbell going. Again, the leading scorer at over 17 points per game.
Now it looks like Middlesex has changed to a 2-3 zone.
Yeah, they've switched it up a lot. And they gave up the back cut there in the M1 opportunity.
Bracero, the backside forward, did not slide over and fill that gap. Jones recognized that, got the bucket, count it, and the foul.
Yeah, and he compounded the mistake by committing the foul. Just let him go at that point.
Jones just can't finish on that third foul shot, or that foul shot to try to complete the three-point play, I should say. Brookdale now down by 3, 35-32.
Yeah, and Eugene Campbell once again coming back and getting the rebound.
Archel. Back outside Campbell for another three. Back iron, no good. Rebound. Kirkwood up ahead to Salva in the lane, lays it in.
Good job running the floor. Brookdale will take any easy points they can get. That's what happens on a long shot and a long rebound.
Now looks like Brookdale has switched back to a 2-3 zone. Valentine with 10. Over to Bracero. 6, no communication, lack of it for Middlesex. Archel with 3, turns around, puts it up, off the mark. Rebound, Kirkwood. 1-on-3, takes it to the hoop, and he's fouled.
Yeah, and Brookdale is going to run any chance they get out of that zone. And it's actually been really stifling Middlesex's offense thus far.
And they're going to call that foul on number 12, Michael Valentine. Valentine. And it'll send Kirkwood to the line. 5 team fouls, by the way, for Middlesex in the second half.
Yeah, that's a problem, only 5 minutes in. But a good aggressive play by Brookdale is leading to that.
Kirkwood, though, cannot finish at the charity stripe. Freshman 6 foot from Neptune, New Jersey, makes 1 out of 2, and we're tied at 35. Under 5 minutes gone by here in the second half.
And Brookdale's going to stay in this zone until Middlesex can prove they can get points out of it.
Bracero back over to Valentine for 3. No, rebound Little. Kirkwood going to try to push it. Now he pulls it back and will set up the offense. Sky Harris, it's a 2 if he makes it. No. Rebound Mendez. Now Valentine going to try his luck inside on the 6'9" Little, and Little rejects it and blocks it away.
Excellent defensive rotation by Jordan Little there.
Mason Jones up ahead, reverse layup, he lays it in.
Just a great individual play by an athletic Mason Jones there. And for Middlesex, they have got to get better movement on the offensive side of the ball against this zone. Try to get the ball to the middle and get some cuts going.
Brian Gay going to check in on the next whistle for Middlesex. Almost a miscommunication there. Valentine had to go wide to grab that ball from Bracero. Here's Campbell for 3. Left it short at the front rim, gets his own rebound. Back inside to Campbell, blocked away by Little. Rebound Jones. And here come the Jersey Blues. Jones 1-on-2. We're going to get a blocking call, count the foul. And he will go to the line to try to complete the 3-point play. Coach Jackson cannot believe it. And now we are going to get a timeout from Middlesex, as Coach Jackson, I think, took it just to get an explanation from the official.
Yeah, he wanted to travel there. Very close play. Mason Jones saw that the defender was backtracking and took it right at him.
And you see, that's what he's arguing right there.
And Brookdale now up 5. What's happening is they're using the opportunities created by the long rebounds out of the zone defense, because Middlesex is not hitting their outside shots, and they're using that to run.
So pending the shot by Jones from the foul line, Brookdale has a 4-point lead. And right now, Brookdale has a little bit of momentum. I wouldn't say a huge amount, because Middlesex is really still, even down by 4, has been able to really control up until this point. But Brookdale now starting to push it a little bit more, and maybe it's giving Middlesex some trouble.
Yeah, Middlesex is doing what they want by taking time on the offensive side of the ball. Unfortunately, their shots are not falling. And Coach Chisek has instructed his guys, run, run, run every chance you get.
So Middlesex breaks out of that timeout with Bracero, Campbell, Gay, Accarell, and Mendez, while Brookdale comes out with Salva, Little, Jones at the free throw line, Sky Harris, and Kerry Kirkwood. That's your field of 10 as we get ready to get back underway. Jones, sophomore, 6'2", from Manchester, New Jersey. Been pretty spot on from the free throw line this year. Rattles it home. And it's a 5-point lead.
Going to see what Coach Jackson comes with out of the timeout. The zone defense has really taken them out of their motion. They like a lot of screens, a lot of baseline cuts, and they're not able to do that against the zone.
Bracero over to Mendez, fade away in the lane, no good. Rebound Little rather, as he was able to swat it away. Mendez tried to grab it from him. Jones falls down, count the bucket and the foul.
Yeah, I thought Mason Jones got away with a push-off there.
And Coach Jackson is now going to send Archel in on the next whistle, and here he comes. Going to come in for Accarel. So very quickly, a couple of and-ones with the bucket and the foul, and Brookdale, pending Mason Jones' foul shot, could lead by their highest lead of the night, 8, and they will.
Yeah, and this zone really has Middlesex confused on the offensive side of the ball. It's just not the offense Middlesex wants to run.
Mendez almost walked with it, maybe gotten away with one. Archel with 10, and Little's going to bump Archel underneath. As it's going to be the second team foul on Brookdale, only Little's first foul. As Coach Jackson wants his players to move around the floor, particularly the shooting guards. Gay trying to get it in, finally gets it in there, cutting Mendez, no good in the lane. Ball tipped around and Mendez gets the rebound.
It's a good inbounds play. You got to finish those, especially with the way the momentum's going.
Archel, the turnaround hook shot, can't connect on that one. And now Mason Jones traveled.
Yeah, I had thought this zone would really favor Middlesex because they don't like to run their offense very fast to begin with, but they're not running any offense right now. It's completely taken them out of their game.
It's given them some trouble. That's what Coach Chizak wanted it to do, and I had asked him if he was going to run in the game. He wasn't sure. Now it definitely looks like a plan, a strategy to beat Middlesex. Shot from the corner by Mendez doesn't go. Rebound Harris.
And Middlesex is just not making any shots either, which hurts.
Oh, Harris, I thought walked. Wow, yeah. Little inside, nice feed, and a turnaround hook shot is good. Coach Jackson, another timeout. Wow, Harris, I think, got away with a couple of easy walks right in front of the official.
Was right there, too. I don't know about that one. And we've seen travels be called very tightly. Granted, not in today's game, but in the past, the officials have been all over travels, and they're... Wow. I want to see what Coach Jackson's going to come with. We discussed before, they love the offense against the man-to-man. They love motion. They love a lot of baseline screens to run guys just continually off the baseline. Here in the zone defense, they don't have that, so they really got to figure something out before this game gets away from them.
Rich, explain to our audience at home, how do you attack a 2-3 zone?
Well,
if you're Middlesex.
Yeah, you really have to try to get the ball into the middle. Motions helps. A lot of quick passes and crisp passes are good as well. Brookdale is doing a nice job. They're extending their guards. The top two in the zone are coming out, making it difficult to really make the crisp passes around the outside. A skip pass may work, but I'd like to see them put Archel in the game, try to get him in the middle, and then cut off of that with the defense collapsing. A lot of it, though, is just missed shots at this point.
Yeah.
But that's what a zone's designed to do, is to take you out of the offense you're running. And certainly Coach Chizak knew what he was doing because they're not running any of the offense they had before. But you really got to try to get the ball in the middle, let things collapse that allow you to cut or either kick it out to shooters. And Brookdale is just not allowing them to do so here.
We're almost 10 minutes into the second half, and as you mentioned, Rich, the shots are just not falling for Middlesex. They've only scored 5 points so far.
Yeah, and we have Archel in the game. So if they can get it to him at the top of the key, maybe let him try to drive on Jordan Little as well.
Archel being right at the free throw line draws Little. A lot of space left underneath the basket, though.
Yeah.
Archel feeds it down low, inside to a cutting Gay, and Gay tripped, but it's going to be a foul and a blocking call on, maybe that's Kirkwood, I don't know.
Yeah, and there it was, got it to the middle and then ran a simple cut to the basket. Especially if the two guards at the top are going to extend themselves a bit. You got to try with the back doors, but it's not surprising to see Coach Jackson draw up a nice play out of that timeout.
It was Kirkwood. That's his second foul, team foul number 3. Gay on the inbounds pass, gets it to Bracero for a 3, yes!
And shooting your way out of it always helps as well, too.
Salva way open, Mason Jones doesn't see him. Now the full court pressure for Middlesex, trying to push Brookdale to make a mistake.
And the made shot allows you to set up your defense.
Jones down low, nice layup off the glass and in.
Fortunately, they left Mason Jones wide open there, and Coach Jackson's going to make a substitution here.
Michael Valentine going to come in at the next whistle. Here's Archel. Bracero, guarded by Kirkwood, goes inside. Back out, swings it around to Campbell for 3. Salva lays out and gets the rebound. Up ahead to Mason Jones, nobody home, throws it down to reverse dunk.
Mason Jones. Yeah, defense could not get back in that time, obviously. And there they got the ball to the middle, initially to Archel, but no one is cutting.
And so far this second half, Brookdale has made a very nice adjustment and now leads to their largest lead of 11. Shot clock down to 10, winding down for Middlesex. Bracero with 7. Bracero hoists up a 3. Off the back rim, off the scoreboard, out of bounds.
And they're just living way too much on the perimeter right now. I'm a little surprised they haven't figured this out yet.
Substitution change, Eugene Campbell comes out. Michael Valentine comes in. Middlesex still sticking with the full court pressure. Little turnaround, throws it down.
Yeah, the full court press didn't get back in time, and once Jordan Little slipped past his first man, it's left all alone for the dunk.
It almost looks like the full court pressure is just hurting Middlesex more than helping them.
Yeah, they're trying to mix things up, but there it clearly was a problem.
Gay goes inside on Little, blocked away. Harris walked with it, yeah. No, now they're going to call a foul on Valentine.
On the other end, I guess that was either Gay or Valentine on the drive. He was able to get around his man, but when the defense comes, he's got to give it up then to Archel. Jordan Little's going to block that shot about 99 times out of 100. So
Brian Gay 6'1" against Jordan Little 6'9". This is not going to work. Harris makes the first one as Middlesex, now with 18 fouls, is in the 1-and-1.
And this is about to be a 15-point game.
Yeah.
I'm really surprised how things just completely unraveled for Middlesex here. And Brookdale initially went to that zone at the end of the first half, so it's not like they shouldn't have been expecting it.
Harris makes them both. And you said it, Rich, this game is starting to quickly get out of hand. Blue Colts need a bucket or something to stop this run and stop the bleeding. Bracero just continuing to sit there and dribble. Gay with 9 on the shot clock, drives inside, back out Bracero for 3. Short, off the back rim, no good. Off target on that 3 from the left arc, and now Kirkwood to Salva, in low to Little, throws it down again. Jersey Blues continue to roll, and Middlesex just does not have an answer.
Yeah, nothing offensively, and it's allowing Brookdale to really get Middlesex's defense scrambling as they're coming back. When you're not hitting shots, you can't set up your defense.
Archel, double teamed. Gay goes around Mason Jones. Archel on Little. May have gotten away with a foul, that is Little, but Archel's able to make that floater with the right hook.
And now it looks like Middlesex is back to the man-to-man where they were so successful with in the first half. There they were patient and able to get to Archel. Archel took his time to make sure he got a good shot.
Salva way out from behind the arc. Little in the lane, off the mark, didn't even hit the rim. Bracero flips it off to Archel and out of bounds, last touch by Little.
Yeah, and a good idea there, not let Brookdale set up the zone. We know they don't like the run, but hey, you're down 15 now with 8 minutes left. You got to abandon the game plan just a bit. And especially against this zone defense, they're just having no success.
Coach Chizak, can he call a timeout on defense? I guess he can, and he takes one. As Charlie Hawthorne was the one who was making that call from the sidelines, and that'll be a full timeout for the Jersey Blues. Really a tale of two halves so far. Ever since Brookdale went to that 2-3 zone, Middlesex has struggled. They've only still scored 10 points since the beginning of the second half.
Yeah.
And really it just struggled. Brookdale is winning this game right now.
Yeah, I mean, it's really just the zone defense. There's not much else to it. Brookdale's offense is playing very well. They sort of dictating their pace by getting out and run. Instead of using the full court press, they just ran every chance. And certainly a lot of missed shots by Middlesex is going to enable them to run a lot more. For Middlesex, I don't know
Got
what to
no
say.
answers,
Yeah,
huh?
I really don't. They're just completely befuddled by this zone defense. They've had a little bit of success when they've gotten the ball inside, and Brookdale's collapsing hard. It's led to some open shots, but missed shots for Middlesex.
And their shots are not going down. It's not that they're necessarily bad shots, Rich. It's just they can't get anything to go down. It's like a lid is on the rim.
Yeah, and the way they're passing it, especially in the zone, it enables open lanes for Brookdale off the missed shot to come jetting out the other way. You got to try to spread the court when you're against the zone on offense, and when you do so, it just allows too many passing lanes, too many running lanes for the fast break that Brookdale, we know they love to play.
So Brookdale comes back out on the floor after that timeout with Jones, Sky Harris, Jordan Little, Dylan Salvin, Kerry Kirkwood. For Middlesex, it's Gay, Bracero, Valentine, Archel, and Mendez on the floor. Valentine for three, air ball, rebound. Mendez down low, fouled by Sky Harris.
I'd like to see if Middlesex maybe is going to take their chances and try to run. There's also the opportunity of penetration against the zone. However, I wouldn't recommend that with Jordan Little as the shot blocker. But maybe you can get to the free throw line and earn some points that way. Got to hit these if you're Mendez.
Mendez makes the first one, and Little has been smart. He has only got one foul usually at this time. Little has 2, 3, sometimes even 4 fouls, and is having to come back in and off the bench. He's staying right now because he's in really good shape.
Yeah, and the zone defense has helped them because on the penetration that Middlesex is doing, he knows exactly when they're going to go up, and he has a lot of time to be able to plan and time out his block.
Mendez can't make the second foul shot. Kirkwood open for three from the corner. Air ball, rebound Archel. Ball being swung around. Here's Mendez, feeds it down low to Archel, working it against Little. Back out Mendez for a right wing three, yes.
And a nice job, now down to 11. We'll see what they do defensively, Middlesex, but there it is. You got to get it to Archel or whoever's in the post and let the defense dictate where he's going to go with the ball.
Sky Harris all over by Michael Valentine. Little down low, can't finish, as he had Archel right there, and Little just basically pushed Mendez to the ground.
Yeah, really heady play by Mendez there. Knew that Jordan Little was right on his backside. Just stopped.
Yeah.
And when he goes over, you just take the seat. Not going to be in the penalty yet, but good way to earn a foul. It's only Little second, so you're not going to get him out of the game.
In racing, we call that a brake check.
Yeah.
So that's Little's second foul, 5 team fouls, so Brookdale still not even close to the penalty just yet. Sky Harris comes out, Little will remain on the floor. Cox comes in for Sky Harris.
Yeah, now Aiden McManaman's in the game, so Middlesex has got to identify him on the defensive side of the ball.
Mendez can't match up against Little and was not able to do anything and lost it.
Yeah, they had the right play, they just had the wrong guy underneath.
McMenamin now in, Cox pulls up for a long two, Front rim, no good. Little is there. Archel blocks it, but it rolls in. Coach Chizak wanted a foul on that play, as it was partially blocked by Archel, but Little was able to muscle
Looked
it
like
in.
there was a lot of contact there.
The lead is 13. Approaching 6 minutes left here in the second half. Valentine down low to Mendez again. Wrong guy going up against Little, and does not able to get that even with contact. Salva, alley-oop, no. Back to Jones. Goes inside with the left hand. No, but Little, or Salva rather, is there with the tip in.
Yeah, nice job by Dylan Salva, that is. And Middlesex's offense is not even spreading the floor too much. They're really making it very easy for Brookdale's zone to come in. They're not getting, see that, for instance, Gay there has got to be farther along. They're spreading it out more, but make those passes sharper.
Valentine, again, wrong guy, facing up against a 6'9" Little. Gay from the wing with that floater off the glass goes in, cuts the Jersey Blues lead to 13.
Yeah, but it appears Middlesex has figured out how to get the ball inside and underneath, which is a good sign.
They just don't have the size advantage, though. That's the problem. Little is there with 6'9" and gonna get a foul away from the ball. As Coach Jackson wanted to push off on Andy McMenamin, I don't believe that's what they're going to get. It's going to be, it is. Okay.
Yeah, it was away from the ball, so I wasn't paying much attention there.
Sky Harris comes back in as Dylan Salva will head to the bench for a breather. Brian Gay comes out for Middlesex, and coming in for him will be number 24, Dave Rogers. Oh, threw it at the feet of Cox was Mendez. And it'll stay on this side of the floor with 22 on the shot clock. 5:15 remaining. Brookdale leads by 13, 59-46.
And if Middlesex players are going to stay this close to each other, it really makes the zone defense that much easier to play.
They got to spread out. Bad matchup down low. McMenamin on Archel. That's not going to work if they can get it to him. A three from the corner by Valentine goes and cuts the Jersey Blues lead to 10. Jones bumps into Mendez. Mendez falls down and will be called with the blocking foul.
Yeah, Mendez not in good position, was a little too upright. You got to get down in your defensive stance to be able to handle those quick moves. And Mason Jones saw it, took it right at the guy and drew the foul. And now he's going to go to the line because they're in the penalty.
Campbell heads back onto the court for Middlesex.
So that is number 3 on Stefan Mendez. Team foul number 9. One away from the double bonus is Middlesex. Jones, front end on the first foul shot, gives Middlesex an opportunity to cut the Jersey Blues lead down to single digits. Bracero for 3, in and out. Weak side rebound pulled down by Harris. Jones, nobody picked him up and throws it down with 2 hands.
This is some miscommunication. It looked like Bracero didn't know who he had there.
Approaching 4 minutes. The lead is still double digits at 12. Archilli lost it. Ball goes down to the floor, and we're going to get a foul, I believe, on Mason Jones.
Yeah, tough call there.
As Jones was diving for the ball and I believe clipped Bracero. And that'll put the Jersey Blues with 17 fouls. So now they are in the bonus. And Bracero will shoot a 1-and-1. And now they're just going to go out to try to clean up some of the sweat that's on the floor. As bodies were all over the place trying to grab that loose ball. Bracero can't make the first end of the 1-and-1. Ball tipped around, picked up by Valentine. Miscommunication there by Rogers, but he grabs it back.
You got to make your easy ones.
As a team, they are shooting 66% from the line, but they have missed a couple of crucial ones as of late. Feed down low to Rogers, working it on Little. Loses it. Valentine gets it, double teamed. Archel on Little with the hook shot with 5 on the shot clock. And the lead is now back down to 10.
Yeah, lucky to get one there, fortunate, but no cutting either. So they are getting the ball in the middle against the zone. You got to cut, and you got to spread the court better if you're Middlesex to have any chance to get back into this.
3:30 left. Mason Jones goes inside with the left hand, lays it in. 63-51, Jersey Blues lead.
Yeah, Mason Jones is really having his way on the offensive end. Very talented player, we know that.
David Rogers lost it, gets it back. Bracero goes inside, may have walked with it. Archel blocked, but Cox fouled him.
Good foul, as Coach Chizek's saying. Make him earn the stripe at this point. Don't want to give up anything easy.
3:10 left here in the second half. Our scoreboard is not working, 63-51.
His third.
As Bruce Archel makes the first foul shot. Little comes out, as does McMenamin, and Terrell Cox also comes out as well. Dylan Salva, Kerry Kirkwood, and Aaron Trimble come in for the Jersey Blues.
Now with Jordan Little out of the game, I'd expect a lot of aggressive play going to the basket if I'm Middlesex.
Little comes out with 3 fouls. Archel's second one is on the way. Bounces in. The lead is 10, 63-53. 3:06 remaining. Full court pressure, Jones splits the defense, goes inside with the left hand and lays it in. And a timeout called by Coach Jackson.
Yeah, Mason Jones showing his individual talent there. We've discussed in many games, it's really just decision-making when it comes to Mason Jones. A lot of time he makes a few poor decisions in the game, but here he's completely taken over the second half and really sprung Brookdale forward to what looks like it's going to be a win.
So, Rich, now Middlesex down by 10. They have the ball when they come out of the timeout, but I mean, maybe no answers. I mean, what do you do now? We're running out of time. If Middlesex wants to get back in this game, they still have time to do it, but they're going to have to start cutting into this lead. What do you need to do now?
Well, if Jordan Little stays out, I'd attack the basket, try to get to the line to stop the clock. They are going to a bit of a full court press. It's more of a 3/4 court press. I'm really pressuring the ball on the other side, trying to force some turnovers. Defensively, take it out of Mason Jones' hands. Unfortunately, you're scrambling a bit in the pressure defense, so it's a lot easier to get the ball into Mason's hands. And he's just shredding the defense up right now.
So 2:57 left here in the second half. Down by 12. Middlesex going to have to start getting something going here if they want to have any shot at coming back. Taking a lot of time on this possession. Bracero feeds it down low to Accarel, and Accarel off the glass and in.
Yeah, it's a nice job there. Again, getting the ball inside and as low as you can. It's a good way to break the zone.
Sky Harris feeds it down low to a cutting Trimble, and Trimble walked with it.
Yeah, they're not going to miss that one.
That was an obvious travel, and just like that, Jordan Little is getting ready to check back in with 3 fouls, and he does, for Aaron Trimble.
Yeah, Coach Chizek's taking out Trimble. I don't really blame him necessarily for that traveling. I think the bounce pass really hurt him, kind of bounced right at his feet and made it difficult for him to get a stride. A good high pass without the bounce would have been effective there.
And now with under 2 minutes and 30 seconds left, it's either now or never to use Little.
Yeah.
Accarel going against Little. Back out Campbell for 3. Yes!
So still plenty of time here.
65-53, approaching 2 minutes left. Full court pressure. Mason Jones looking to get it across the court. Salva is there. Double teamed.
Oh, they left Jordan Little for just a second there. Salva missed him.
Kirkwood could have had a 3, but now wisely just uses the clock.
Yeah, Kirkwood's a heady player. He's not going to rush a 3 there.
Jordan Little goes right at 2 defenders inside and finishes it. Lead back up to 9 as we approach 90 seconds left.
Yeah, again, felt the defense hard on his back, made the quick spin move to the baseline.
Jones goes down to the floor, bodies go flying out of bounds, back to the Jersey Blues. They're going to just clean up the floor for just a split second.
Yeah, now it looks like they're really going to extend to a full court pressure.
That's athletics trainer for the Jersey Blues, Pete Fusco. Wiping the floor up. A lot of bodies go flying, not only in the women's game, but in the men's game. People going after those loose balls.
Yeah, you like to see the intensity.
Under 90 seconds. Salva feeds to a cutting Harris, misses the layup. Little misses the putback dunk. Ball on the floor again. Salva has it. Salva fouled.
Yeah, that may have just done it right there. We'll see what Salva can do at the line, but.
Fouls on number 30, Johnson.
And Coach Jackson is going to take another timeout as he is angry at his team. I'm not sure for not boxing. I mean, this was a couple offensive rebounds that they did not box out, but.
Yeah, it was a bit of a loose ball, just really at about 3 guys' feet for Middlesex there, and they just weren't necessarily paying attention, didn't get down low to the ground and pick up the ball.
So Brookdale holding a comfortable 9-point lead for the moment. Taking a look at the upcoming schedule for the Jersey Blues. They have Middlesex, of course, today. That game's about to come to a close. Then the next game that we have here on Brookdale Television is the Tuesday the 15th when Cumberland County comes into the Robert J. Collins Arena to play Brookdale, the men and the women. Coverage for those 2 games start at 5 p.m. Note, the men are at 5 p.m. Eastern Time and the women are at 7. We'll have those games live for you here on our YouTube channel. Then we take a break until January 9th when Brookdale comes back home. They travel up to Northampton on the 18th, the men do, for a Friday game at 7 p.m. But until then they have a break and come back on January 9th for Sussex County as Salva cannot finish with that first foul shot. A rare miss for Salva as he is shooting So Salva makes 1 out of 2 from the line. Lead is 10. Middlesex needs to go quickly here. Ball loose on the floor, taken away, but we're going to get a reach-in call. On Mason Jones.
Yeah, it didn't see much there.
It was a late whistle, too.
Yeah, and you don't want to allow Middlesex to score with the clock stopped. I can see why Coach Chizek's upset with that one.
So, Jonathan Bracero, 5'11" from Sayreville, New Jersey. The sophomore will head to the line for some crucial foul shots. This is the first end of the 1-and-1. And that may just about have done it. Salva. Ooh, miscommunication, threw it away.
Yeah, and Coach Chizek cannot be happy with that. He's instructing Dylan Salva to just hold it.
Was tipped out of bounds.
Oh, right.
My bad. Tipped out of bounds. I did not see that. One of the players for Middlesex tipped it out. Brookdale has the ball. 20 seconds on the shot clock. They get into Jones. Middlesex, I guess, not going to foul, because if they would have done it earlier, I guess, right, Rich?
Yeah, too late now.
Kirkwood drives inside, back out Salva. Salva drives inside. Go over to Kirkwood for a long 2. No. Bracero with the rebound. Valentine for 3. Short.
Yeah, he thought he got hit. Doesn't really matter much now, though.
Shot clock is turned off, and it looks like the Jersey Blues are going to improve to 9-2. That win streak that the Middlesex Blue Colts are on at 4 is going to come to an end. Brookdale's win streak will improve to 3 in a row, 6 out of the last 7, as they will take it by a final score tonight of 68 to 58.
And that will conclude today's contest.
Very interesting matchup and a very interesting conclusion of this game. Rich, it was really a tale of two halves because Middlesex went into the halftime break with a 1-point lead, 30 to 29. And even though it was only a 1-point game, they seemed to have a better control on the game. They seemed to be more in control. They seemed to have a better grip on the game. However, in that second half, Brookdale switched to a 2-3 defense, and it changed everything.
Yeah, we talked about dictating pace. Middlesex didn't in the first half. Brookdale was able to do so in the second half. I thought full court pressure might have been the way to go to get it. They did so with the 2-3 zone, which allowed them to get out and run. They got some easy hoops. Middlesex hit a bit of a cold streak, which also allowed for the long rebounds to get Brookdale out and running. And that was basically a wrap from there. They really could not figure out the 2-3 zone. By the time they did, it was a little too late, and they were getting some matchups underneath where they were getting the ball to the right spot, but they didn't have the right guy catching the ball underneath against the size of Jordan Little. So give Coach Chisholm a lot of credit. He really got this team to come out and play exactly how they wanted to play the second half, and they were able to do so very well.
So again, Brookdale is able to get the win. They hold on and beat Middlesex County by a final score tonight of 68 to 58. Our next game here on Brookdale Television, quick turnaround as the Jersey Blues come home once again for one final home game in December. That is on the 15th, this Tuesday, when Cumberland County comes home. The men will be at 5 p.m. Eastern Time and the women at 7. Coverage for that game, of course, starts at 5 p.m. Eastern Time. We'll be here for that call. And until then, for Rich Van Tassel, I'm Tim Califama. For our entire BTV crew, we want to thank you for watching, and we'll see you on Tuesday when Cumberland County comes in. One more final score check as Brookdale wins today 68 to 58 over Middlesex County and extends the hot streak they've been on, winning 6 out of the last 7 games. Until then, until next time, everybody, so long and good night from the Robert J. Collins Arena in Lincroft, New Jersey.
For one purpose only, student learning.